Here we are at the famous Queenstown Footy Oval. Back in 1967, two teams from Rosebery came here to fight off for the WTFA Premiership. These teams were on hostile territory. The two teams were Rosebery and Toorak. And right here where I'm standing is where the game turned. It's late into time on. Rosebery are clinging to a slender lead. And back on the goal line, Peter Millwood clears the ball. And it goes along the boundary line out to here to the 50-metre mark and goes out on the full. Now in those days, no out on the full rule, but the umpire calls it deliberate. The nearest player standing to the ball is one of the smallest players on the ground, and that's the Toorak wingman, Barry Brown. And he's a quick thinker. The ball's hardly in his hands and he shovels it across to Pat Garland. Pat is probably the best kick in the Toorak side. So the laconic Garland goes back with all the air and grace of someone fetching a ball from over the fence, runs in and slots the goal with a spiral torpedo, and Toorak are now in front. So the ball goes back to the centre, the ball's bounced, it's rushed towards the Rosebery centre half forward line, and Murray Soden in the middle of the pack, see he's then balding fair hair, ducking, dodging, weaving, doing everything he can. The wily old veteran who's played in grand finals for Queenstown sides and is now playing for Rosebery, and the siren goes and Toorak have won their first WTFA Premiership. Yep. So now it's 1971 and Rosebery and Toorak are back here for the second time. In between, the Gormiston Footy Club has exacted a revenge for all Queenstown teams, and they've won the last three grand finals, 68, 69 and 70. Why am I wearing this Melbourne scarf? Because this has some significance for Melbourne. Playing for Toorak is Colin Garland. He's the brother of Pat, the hero back in 1967, and he's also the father of Colin, who plays for Melbourne currently. Playing for Rosebery is Alec Neitz. He's the father of one of their famous captains and recently retired players in David Neitz. As in 1967, the game's tight. Rosebery get off to a great lead, but gradually it's pegged back. Barry Munro is in everything, charging around and intimidating the players, and history's repeating itself. Late in time on, Toorak hit the front again, but it's only momentarily. Garrigan in and rows the ball from the centre, runs clear and bangs a goal through, and Rosebery are back in front. There's still minutes on the clock. Dennis Sims, the 20th man, no interchange in those days, you can come on anywhere. He runs directly down through the goals and out to where I'm standing, and the ball hits him on the chest. And I don't know who's more surprised, Dennis, the person who's kicked the ball, or his opponent. He goes back, nothing like the laconic Garland of 4 years previous. He kicks hurriedly and kicks into the man on the mark. The ball rebounds, he grabs the rebound, and without having to think, he slots the winning goal, and Rosebery are victors. These were epic contests, staged in this arena with an atmosphere as electric and as exciting and as intense as any arena that you would see in any country in the world. These were great times.
There's a world of difference and Moloch and dirt. There's luck and sorrow in a miner's worth. There are fields of play beneath Lyle and Reed. There's grit and grace in the West Coast creed. There's blood and stitches in the game they love. The earth, the elements, gravel and mud. Gravel and mud. Stitches and blood. West Coast spirit in the game they love. How many words to paint the sky? How much is contained in a miner's sigh? There's a world of difference in drizzle and rain. There's winter and darkness in a miner's veins. There are fields of play beneath Lyle and Reed. There's grit and grace in the West Coast creed. There's blood and stitches in the game they love. The earth, the elements, gravel and mud. Gravel and mud, stitches and blood. West Coast spirit in the game they love. How many words to paint the past? Just how long can a miner's luck last? There's a world of difference in graft and gain. There's regret and riches in a miner's pain. There are fields of play beneath Lyle and Reed. There's grit and grace in the West Coast creed. There's blood and stitches in the game they love. The earth, the elements, gravel and mud. Gravel and mud, stitches and blood. West Coast spirit in the game they love. How many words to paint the here and now? How much patience in a mining town? There's a world of difference in boom and bust. There's hope and fear, silver and rust. There are fields of play beneath Lyle and Reed. There's grit and grace in the West Coast creed. There's blood and stitches in the game they love.